Hello again, this is Dan Richardson at the Chapel of the North Hills. We're on day 4 of our reading plan, trying to read and learn by heart 40 Bible verses day after day. Today we find ourselves at Psalm 100, verse 5. This is, "For the Lord is good, his steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations." There are 3 qualities of God listed in this short little sentence. And all 3 are things we need to think about or remember all the time. First is this goodness. The Lord is good. He's only good. There is nothing but good in him. There is no mixture of good plus evil. There's no dualism at all. He is absolutely good, 100%. In the first letter that John wrote, he says it this way: God is light, and in him is no darkness whatsoever. That's 1 John 1:5. Nothing bad has ever come from God. God didn't create bad. God didn't create evil. At every stage of creation, when God made something, he paused and said, "It's good." Goodness is a thing. It can exist on its own, whereas badness or evil is only a distortion of what is good. That's concepts from C.S. Lewis. So we know that God is good. We also know that he has steadfast love, or another translation may say loving kindness. This is that word chesed in the Hebrew, for which we have no comparable English word. Best we can do is take 2 or sometimes even 3 words or a phrase and squeeze it all together, as in the older translations that say loving kindness when they put them together. That means that God is not mean or vengeful or cruel or arbitrary like sometimes people would like to paint the Old Testament God. No, he's loving. He is good and steadfast love. So loving that they have a word that's only used for God to describe how good and loving he is. We can't compare it. We can't comprehend it. God is loving, and he's good, and he is faithful. His faithfulness, that is a term that emphasizes steadiness, immovability. He doesn't change. He doesn't waver. He's not fickle. He's not impulsive. That's why we can absolutely count on him all the time. That's why we can count on his promises. He is faithful in our generation, always will be, and he's faithful generation after generation. We can read stories of the way that he dealt with people in the Bible all those years ago. We can read stories and biographies of how he's dealt with people through the years, and it's the same God that we know and love now. No one is more good, more faithful, or loving than God. When we are his children, we get to know him, and we get to experience him in the same way that all the characters of the Bible have known and loved him and experienced him through the years. Remember, the Lord is good, and his steadfast love and his faithfulness endures to all generations. Be blessed.